Hola, hola, hola.
Hola.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm getting better. I was getting over bronchitis.
Oh, hold on. My girl Patricia is here. Let's see here. There you are, Patricia. How are you?
Hi.
So, the
Hi.
reason thank you, Patricia, for joining us. The reason I'm so late, and it's my fault. So please don't blame anybody but me. But as you can see it with my new jewelry, check it out. I was in a hospital.
Oh no.
I just got out. I fell asleep. I was like, I'm gonna get a little nap before I do the show. And
Oh,
my
I'm
little nap
sorry I
turned
hadn't
into
checked on you.
took a long nap. So, hey, Gavino, how are you doing, brother? Thank you so very much for joining us.
Hi,
So anyway,
Gabino.
that's why. So I apologize for being so late. I know it's only 10 minutes, but still 10 minutes is 10 minutes of your time. But thank you so very much, Veronica, for being so patient with me. And once again, Barbie, I do apologize for.
No, you're good. I took a nap earlier, so you're good.
So, I'm really proud of you, Veronica. You've got this great album that's out, and I know
Thank you.
it's been your dream to do this. And so, how does it feel to come to this side of that hill that you've been climbing for so long?
It feels really good. And actually, it feels like, well, I've been wanting to do Tejano for a long time, but I mean, it only took me, I've been doing Tejano for a year and 3 months. So everything happened so fast. And it was just time, I think. Everything aligned, everything just worked out. And I'm so happy. Like, I'm so happy that I've got that now. I've got a Tejano album.
Yeah, I think people don't. If for those people that aren't familiar with your music or with who you are, um, the reason it's such a big deal is because you're in Las Vegas. You're not here in Texas, and so when you're doing Tejano by distance, it's that much harder. Especially because where are you recording out of?
I'm recording in San Antonio with Javier Villarreal.
Hmm.
So I traveled to do the whole album. I don't know, maybe 60 visits. I don't know. It was a lot. And it was either driving the 18 hours or finding flights that I can afford, and coming back and doing my other business here and then scheduling to go out there. It's been a lot. I mean, the driving is the hardest, I think, because then you got to drive back the 18 hours.
Yeah,
So,
it's it's one of the questions that I asked David Ligarza after the pandemic. Once everybody started going out and stuff like that, I asked him, what was his process, and he said, what, he found it very difficult to go back on the road because he needed that motivation to get back on a bus and drive 18 hours to
yeah.
Flagstaff, Arizona, just to play for 2 hours, and then come back home.
Yeah, it's hard.
And yeah, he was just like, he enjoyed just being at home. But what he missed was not necessarily the driving or everything, bless you,
Bless you.
but
Thank you. I muted it so y'all wouldn't hear.
yeah, but
We
what,
saw the action. We saw the action.
yeah, but he missed the audience, and so that's what he did. But yeah, you're right, just that long drive. But that
Yeah.
just shows your dedication, your commitment to your music, and that's really a plus.
Thank you. Yeah, I
Mhm.
love it. I love the music. I have fallen in love with San Antonio, the people, and I mean, it's just part of my journey. I have to do it.
Mhm. Oh yeah, and you've been well received, at least in our circles. You've been very well received, and
Yes.
that's a that's a plus. Because if you were fighting also, that would make it even harder. And so it's good that you were well received, and you contributed in your own way. And you've had a lot of opportunities to perform with a lot of bands, Conjunta Diferencia, with other people like that, so that's once again giving you an opportunity to get more experience, uh, uh, playing or singing Tejano music. And
Yes.
this because you're a singer, you've always been a singer. You sang different genres of music, but Tejano music is a little different. And um, and we were talking earlier, that's one of the things that kind of you had to learn, your singing style. And with this Laura Canales melody that you just recently did. And tell me a little bit about how that came to be. Why did you decide to go with the Laura Canales melody?
Well, I didn't grow up listening to Tejano. I mean, I grew up listening to mariachi.
Hmm.
So when I started trying to do Tejano, I was looking at different artists. And of course, Selena was the first one that I knew because my mom, when she passed, showed me who she was. I didn't know who she was before that. And I just love the style. So when I came into Tejano now, I started like listening to different people, and people were like, "Have you heard this person?" They were trying to teach me, And I'm like, "No, I've never heard of that person, but I'll look them up." So I'm looking everybody up. But the thing that got me off guard is when I would go to radio stations all over to different places in Texas, they would say, I'm going to say something. I don't know how you're going to take it, but you sound a little bit like Laura Canales. Well, I didn't know who she was. So I'm like, looking on my computer, trying to figure out who she is right away. And I just started listening to her, watching her on YouTube. And I'm like, I love her stuff. Like, I love all her songs. They're simply written, they're catchy. I mean, they're just such pure,
Mhm.
authentic Tejano. And I was like, I love that. So then I'd go to another station and they'd say the same thing. I'm going to tell you who you sound like. And I don't know, and I'm like, okay, let's see if it's going to be the same person. I'm not kidding you. There was probably about 6 radios that said the same thing. So I
Yeah.
said, you know what? I need to do a medley. I need to do something to bring that back to life. Just bring it back,
Mhm.
And I chose the songs that I heard a bunch of them, and I'm like, I want this one, this one, this one, this one. And when I took it there, Javier and his brother Panchito Villarreal got on it. They put the medley together, and the music, when I heard it, I'm
Mhm.
like, this is amazing music. Like it just sounded like the way that it was back in the day. And I said, I am not going to do it justice because I am just learning about Laura Canales, but I'm going to sing it the way I would sing it. I don't want them to say I'm trying to imitate because I'm not.
You're
It's
right.
Veronica La Consentida singing these beautiful songs of Laura Canales. That's it. That's what I wanted people to hear. And I hope it came across that way because I did it with all my heart. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want anybody to like think that I'm trying to be somebody. I'm not. I fell in love with the music. And when I fall in love with a song, I want to do it. So that's what I did.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I was telling you. It's a good thing that you did it your way because
Mhm.
it's unfortunate that we have a lot of younger singers that are trying to sing like Selena, but there's only one Selena, and it's better for you to make the song your own as opposed to trying to sing it just like Selena. It's singing it like Selena just means that you're a good singer or copycat. It doesn't show your vocal ability, your vocal talent, you know, and that's kind of the the drawback, or I don't want to say it's a drawback, but that's kind of one of the things that holds you back from singing when you are a new singer. I always advise new singers not to do that, not to sing Selena songs because of that one thing. But when you do make a song your own, that's really awesome. I know my good friend Rita Capechina, she does
Mhm.
a wonderful rendition of Si Una Vez, but her rendition is completely different than what you used to, and it sounds different, but she made it her own, and that's what you know. You can make it your own. I'm not saying go crazy with it, turn it into a heavy metal, screamo song. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is just make it your own. Sing it within your bounds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one of the things that I think we artists sometimes they that's when you need to listen to your audience. You need to listen to the people, you know, like Barbie, she's a promoter, she's always out there, even I got asked this the other day, well,
Oh
actually last
Lord.
year, la- you know Barbie's always out, she's always out partying. She's a promoter, you dork. She's always out doing stuff, you know how is she's doing shows, and all this other stuff. But the deal is she's, you know you get used to you understand, like, I would ask somebody like Barbie because she's seen the crowds. She knows what moves the crowd.
Yeah.
I'm saying she's experienced with seeing, okay, hey, you know, and sometimes we get lost with that. We're so fixated on what we like, we excuse the mistakes. That's a better
Mm,
excuse.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
'cause-
makes sense.
yeah,
And I do my work first. If you know
yes,
me, I do my work first and then I enjoy it. That's why they say, "Oh, she's always party." You see in the end, you don't see the work at the
yeah.
beginning.
I was like,
You're
you don't know how
allowed.
hard this
You're
chick
allowed.
works, and it's plus also it's hard because you have a commitment that you have. It's not that easy.
And then we pay for everything ourselves.
Correct. Yeah.
Nothing gets for free. So yeah,
Hmm. And
You're
then
allowed to enjoy yourself.
yeah.
and
Oh,
you
I
have
do.
to, yeah, and you have to remember, she's a woman, an attractive woman, and some of these guys are a little tipsy, and
Yeah.
so you have to. Nobody's made a pass at me, so if you're worried, don't be worried.
I worry every time you go out, Lord. Every time.
Every time.
No, it's just being in the industry, going out there. We do, and I speak on behalf of Lawrence too. We do this because we love our culture, we love the music, we love helping people. That's why we got into this. We didn't get into this for money. There's no money in this. We do it because we love to do it, and just want to, make artists like yourself known to the community
Thank
and
you.
spread that out there. And so when I go pop up at other places, it's just spreading the word, getting our people together. When we are together, we grow. And look at all the stuff that this year, we're reaching boundaries that we never thought we would ever be at the even at the border of. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate everyone that helps and promotes and everybody that does that because we can't do it without you. We can't we can't wear all the hats. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's so hard. We need help. I mean,
Yeah.
I just brought on a girl that wanted to assist me, and she's like, "If you need water, I'll bring you the water." And I'm like, "Oh my god, thank you." No, you don't understand when
No,
you're up
I do
there.
understand. I do. Like I remember when we had Art on our show. Well, he performed that next day, right?
Mhm.
His water bottle, I was at the front, his water bottle fell. So all his
Oh,
water goes all over the stage, and I hurry up and pick it up for him. And then we brought him a whole bunch of shots. So he wasn't thirsty at all.
oh my gosh.
But I know, like, y'all need
It's
it
such a
when you're
help for
queens,
people. Yeah. You guys are like angels. You're angels. That's what I call you because like I could have like lipstick up here and I don't even know. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And you're like,
And we
wipe
need,
your face,
towels to,
yeah,
for the
sweat,
food. Yeah.
and you're all involved in the performance. I mean when you perform, you're just focused on transmitting that song to the
Yep.
public. You're not thinking of anything else that could be going wrong. But then the mic goes out, or the music shuts off. I mean, all these things happen. Someone has to run over there and
Yep.
fix it because we can't get off stage. So
And it's funny because I'm always at the front with performances, and I'm always taking video or whatever it is. And my fiance used to get on to me. He's like, "Why are you always up at the front?" I was like, "Because you
yeah.
never know. You could help them out or whatever." And plus, I enjoy the music so much. I'm always right there at the front.
See, and I say like those are the angels that are around me. Like I totally call them angels because I couldn't do it without them. I really couldn't.
Yeah, and it's cool, especially that you have these people now that are following you now, that are being part of your brand, of who you are, and
Mhm.
that's a testament to who you are. Because I know we talked when you first came in. Actually, we were
Right.
lamenting a little bit that you were just at the very beginning, which was
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
I
awesome. You know,
I
remember.
was on your shows. I had just met you.
Hmm.
So like I now like I went to my second radio gala, but then I think about it, I'm like, it's my second one. Like that's still, early in this whole thing. Hi Vicky V. I see Vicky V on there.
yeah. Hey, Vicky V, how are you doing? She says hello,
Hi.
everyone. How are you doing, sweetheart? Yeah, it's true. You've moved very fast.
Yeah, you did.
And that's a good thing, though. As long as you're pacing yourself,
You
and
stayed busy throughout your year.
yeah.
You
Yes, I
know,
did.
pretty
Yeah.
busy. That's the key.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm
'Cause
really grateful for everything that's happened.
Mhm. And it's good. You've got a good circle around you, people helping you out, and that's always a plus. Why don't we just go ahead and take a listen to? Well, I know this is a song that you've sung before, and it's an older song, but um, I think it's caught on only because of Tiger Mize and his performance. Now, I don't have the video of his performance because there is a video that's out there of Tiger doing the dance, and I believe he even did it at Fanfare, I believe. Uh,
Yes, he does such an amazing job every time.
yeah, so I was just like, hmm. So let me see. Hold on. I think I may have it. I'm gonna double check, but yeah. Uh, was it Chiquito y Peligroso, right?
Chaparrito, chaparrito,
Chaparrito.
because he's a little chaparrito. We're in the chaparrito club,
We're-
okay?
I'm in the dwarf club.
I know you're tiny too. You're tiny. I'm 4'9.5". I always add a half.
you got to add the half first.
I got to because it means something to me.
It does. She's got an inch and a half on me. I'm
He's
4'8".
shorter than me.
Yeah. You know what? That's interesting because I am the shortest in my family, uh, like overall the family, and my cousins are all like 6 feet tall.
Damn.
Yeah, all of my son's 6 feet tall.
Wow.
I have one cousin.
Wow.
I have one cousin that's 7'4".
What?
Yeah,
What
he
was
has
he
No
eating?
way. 7'4".
7'4". He wears a size 22 shoe.
Oh my God.
Valentina, how are you doing,
Hi.
sweetheart? Thank you so very much for joining us here. Let me see if I can cue this up. I'm going to see if I can steal it over here and get this.
The lone Mexican is on. Hello,
Oh,
Alfredo.
Alfredo, nice to see that you're better, Alfredo. Hello from I-10 driving to San Antonio, Alfredo the Luna.
Hi,
Where you go?
Alfredo.
Why
I
are you
don't think I
going to
know
San
you.
Antonio?
Yeah, why are you going to San Antonio, brother? Um, yeah, he was sick on Monday, so hopefully, I'm glad that you're better, and you're,
We
you're
were just
feeling
talking
good.
about Tiger, right?
Yeah, we were just talking about Tiger, and as a matter of fact, it's good company that he's here. So let's
Hi, Tiger.
yeah. So Tiger, tell us about your dance moves, brother, because check it out.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I bet he never thought that would be showing.
Había un chaparrito que le gustaba bailar con una chaparrita que le gustaba cantar. Y ese chaparrito todo le prometió y con sus ojos verdes a ella la cautivó.
No, 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 ¿cómo puede ser? Si ese chaparrito ya tenía una mujer. No, 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 ¿cómo puede ser? Si ese chaparrito ya tenía una mujer.
Es un chaparrito peligroso, muy amable, mentiroso, con un amor venenoso. el chaparrito peligroso. Un chaparrito peligroso, muy amable, mentiroso, con un amor venenoso. El chaparrito peligroso.
I'm dead. That's me too. What am I smart?
I love it. And I think it's awesome.
Le
I wish I
bajaba
could
las
move like
estrellas y la
that.
luna también, tocando su guitarra pa' que se quede con él. Y ese chaparrito todo le prometió, y con sus ojos verdes a ella la cautivó.
No, 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 ¿cómo puede ser? Si ese chaparrito ya tenía una mujer.
That's the
No,
move
no,
right there.
no, ¿cómo puede ser? Si ese chaparrito ya tenía una mujer.
Es un chaparrito peligroso, muy amable, mentiroso, con un amor venenoso. El chaparrito peligroso. Un chaparrito peligroso, muy amable, mentiroso, con un amor venenoso. El chaparrito peligroso. Había un chaparrito que le gustaba bailar, con una chaparrita que le gustaba cantar. Y ese chaparrito todo le prometió, y con sus ojos verdes a ella la cautivó.
No, 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 ¿cómo puede ser? Si ese chaparrito ya tenía una mujer. No, 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 ¿cómo puede ser? Si ese chaparrito ya tenía una mujer.
Es un chaparrito peligroso, muy amable, mentiroso, con un amor venenoso. El chaparrito peligroso. Un chaparrito peligroso, muy amable, mentiroso, con un amor venenoso. El chaparrito peligroso.
Yay! That's too much.
I told Tiger today, I
Uh,
said that I love the fact that no matter how down someone is, they could watch that video and the whole mood will change, right?
yeah. I mean, he's having fun, and you got to respect somebody who's not afraid to be himself and enjoy himself
Yes,
in
I
front
love
of
it.
you know. Far too many times we're like, oh no, I'm not gonna go dance. You know, I when I owned a club, I used to. I had one of my waitresses and one of my bartenders. They were my dance crew, and so I would specifically have them go out and dance so that way other people would get up and dance because people didn't want
Mhm.
to move until somebody else did it first. And so it's people like this, like Tiger, who really you want in your place of your establishment because they bring liveliness to the
I
to
have no problem going first or being right up there at the front. I'm always dancing, always. I just need to have one beer at least, and then I'm good. Then I'm good.
Well, let me catch up real quick. Oh, Tiger, he joins us. He says, "Blessing family." Obviously, we already said Alfredo was here. He says, "NDO, thank you so very much." Yes, brother. And like I said earlier, I'm happy that I'm home. I was I was in the hospital just a little bit a while ago, but I'm better now. I'm here. I haven't
Yay.
figured out how to take this stupid thing off yet, but I can't find my scissors. I'll find them soon enough. I was like this.
Mexican
I
scissors.
was like this during the show.
That's what I do. I just yank it
Mexican
off.
scissors.
Yeah, I'm just tired. Saludos, everyone from California. Freestyle Cartel in the building. George Vinny says, how are you doing, brother? Thank you so very much for joining us. Veronica Lopez, saludos, Queen Freestyle Cartel, showing some support. We do
Thank
appreciate you. Bobby Castañeda, also from California, saying, hello, everyone. Catchy
Hey,
song.
Bobby.
He likes it.
Hi, Bobby.
Thank you so very much, George. I really do appreciate it. There you go. Let's see here. Tiger says, thank you. Y'all are a blessing, DJ Tiger Mice and the Tiger Eye Show. Be catching your Tiger Eye Show. He's on all the time. Tiger, give us your schedule so that way we can share your schedule for other people to go ahead and check you out because you got a great show. You're always on. You're very entertaining. And I highly suggest.
Obviously.
I'm sorry. Yeah, very obviously.
If you
So,
ask him to dance, he'll stop his podcast and dance.
oh, really? Wow. You ask me to dance, and I'll be like, nope. Just kidding. I don't. Nobody's asked me to dance before, so I don't know. Janie Rios, how are you doing? We are going to the Poteet Strawberry Festival tomorrow. Allie is
Oh, okay.
performing, and she's also performing at the UTSL del Dia del Niño. Yes, Alfredo is feeling much better, and I'm so happy for it, of course. And I wish I could travel so that way I could be there.
I figured it was something about Ali. I
Mhm.
knew it was.
Yeah, always is. Yeah, Irene Cortez. Hello, Barbie doll.
Hi, Irene.
Hi, Irene. I'm here too, and so is Veronica right there. Janie says it's a cute, catchy song. Yes,
Thank
it
you.
is. It is a cool song, but that's a good thing because when I was program director, I'll share this real quick story. When I was program director here at the Spanish radio station here in San Angelo, when I took over, I tell the story that I found this big box with all these songs that were rejected by the previous program director, and in that box, I listened to it. And there were over 100 CDs in there, 100 singles, and I listened to all of the singles, and I picked out, and I found several of them that I said these are really good songs when you put them on the air, and then I found, and then I narrowed it down, and I found some other ones that were like 10 or 12 of them. I said these are hits. We need to put higher rotation on them. One of them went straight to number one, and it was 10 years old.
Wow.
It was 10 years old, and people were like, holy crap, that's the best thing I've ever heard. But
Wow.
nobody had an opportunity to hear it. And that's why we need to give people the opportunity to hear songs. And so music is good music is good music. It doesn't matter if it was released yesterday or 10 years ago. Good music is going to get you to dance. Good music is just good music. And that's why I'm glad that you released that song, and you pushed that song because it's a fun song. And Tiger, bro, thumbs up on the physicality, bro. I don't have that physicality in me, and I used to jump out of planes, bro. I don't have that ability, so I envy you, bro. And good going on that one. Janie says, yes, she keeps us very busy. Thank goodness we're retired and we can go
Mm.
very early. Yes, of course. I'm retired too. I'm retired from my brain right now. So your album is full. What's next? What's next for you? What's the next step?
I have a few projects. I'm starting a new album. I want to do another one, and we're choosing the songs right now. But on top of that one, I have another song that's in the same kind of category as Chaparrito Peligroso that I released many moons ago. I did it cumbia style. I did it banda style. And the banda style got me to Gordo y la Flaca, Despierta America. All the big channels in Miami actually broadcast this song. It's called Mujeres Sexys. And I wrote this song because I was a full-figured 4'9" gal. And I felt a lot of like judgment because of that, just because I wasn't like, what they imagined when they heard me on the phone and then I'd show up to the radio. So I wrote this song. I wrote this song called Mujeres Sexys, and it talks about being sexy regardless if you're tall, if you're short, if you're full figured, if you're thin. And this was a very controversial song for them, but they loved the funniness of it because some of the lyrics talk about like people tell me that I may rip my pants, but I say I can get a deal at the swap meet. Like it says all this really funny stuff. So with that being said, I'm ready to do it Tejano style. Excuse me.
She's getting over bronchitis, guys. By the way, so she's getting over her illness
So,
as well. Hey,
hold on.
just make sure that you spray the microphone because I don't want to catch anything.
It's going around. My fiance's been sick for a week and a half, so it's going
Yeah.
around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've been
dude.
sick for like 3 weeks. Excuse
Wait,
me.
while you're coughing there, Tiger says, thank you very much. And he says, Lopez is a blessing.
Thank
See,
you, Tiger.
yeah, and he also
He's
says,
my brother from another mother already.
David Vela. How are
David.
you doing, Big Dave? He says, hello, Indio, Barbie, Veronica. David Vela from Oakland is watching. David Vela, by the way, he's in a TV show. He's playing a Roman century, right,
I
Dave?
know,
It's a
it's awesome.
century. Yeah,
That's so cool. I love time periods like that. I love the Roman, and I love that. Big
yeah.
fan.
I'm a big fan of Dave, except for the fact that he's much more handsome more than me. So
Don't be a hater, Lawrence.
I know. People are saying
he's
I
a
need a hot toddy.
he's a he's a good looking man. Let's just face it. He is a good looking man. Oh, he's a
Don't be a
great.
hater, Lawrence. Hater,
I'm
hater.
not a hater. I'm just saying. I mean, when you have that dream where you're like, man, I look so damn good in my dream. You wake up and you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, damn, I'm still me.
I dream of being tall, so I don't know. So when I wake up and I'm
Speaking of tall, Heather Jolene Alcantara is here. How are you
Hi,
doing,
Heather.
Heather? Hola, hola.
Hello.
Being sexy is a state of mind. Anyone can be sexy.
Yes.
My mind's broken. I can't be sexy.
Well, let me tell you. So I have this vision that I am going to do a brand new Mujeres Sexy video in Texas.
There you
I've already
go.
chosen the bar where it's going to be done. I need actors, I need actresses, and I need every woman that wants to show her stuff up, okay, to dress sexy. You want to do it Tejano style or short little dress. I don't care, okay? I want you to stretch your stuff in this video. So I will be announcing the audition soon.
Uh-oh.
I will be
She went to
announcing
go
the
get-
audition
She went to
soon.
go put on her outfit on. Look at the heels. Oh my
Perfect,
God,
perfect.
woman.
I love it. And I just want as many people that want to promote this message that every woman has their own sexy, okay? It
Mhm.
doesn't matter. Seriously, it doesn't matter if you're tall, short, thin, full figured. Excuse me.
Can I wear my Daisy Dukes?
yes, I'm gonna take lots of pictures in high
Yeah, Betty,
definition.
no, that would be
You're really
like a
gonna make me
criminal
cough
offense.
now.
I'd get like a $75 fine or something. That's against the law. David Vela, by the way, he wants to remind us he's on The Chosen, The Crimson. That's
Yes.
his show. So
Oh, for
be watching
real?
David on that show, and thank you so very much for letting us know, Dave, what show you could be watching.
I'm
him on.
watching The Chosen tonight.
Yeah, so be watching out for him. So, and Heather said, I'd rather if he was single and has a better brain.
Lord,
Oh my, something is going around. Doctor says that it's allergies, but the same. But
throat
buy
coat.
some coat tea at HEB. It works. Yeah,
I'm in Vegas.
she's in Vegas though, sweetheart. There's no HEB
don't
in
have
Go to
Vegas.
Starbucks and ask for a medicine ball.
I did that already so many times, but
Oh,
it
no.
starts hitting me and then I can't stop and then it'll stop and go away.
Go
So
to
I'm
the-
waiting. But
Go to the border
But
of
anyways.
Arizona and ask for peyote.
everybody's like, get a shot of tequila, get a shot of this. I'm like, I don't drink. I'm gonna be dead on the ground, but I won't cough, I guess.
No. Peyote is not a drink. Peyote is a smoke.
Oh, I don't even know what that is. But anyways,
It's peyote is more powerful than marijuana.
oh no, I can't believe. Trust me. If I don't do anything like that, you can already imagine I will never make it back to San Antonio.
Heather says, "Don't dare me, Veronica. I'll do it." She's going to show up to your
Yes,
show.
everyone is invited.
Everybody. Yeah, there you go.
Everyone's invited. I've got some parts that I want that we're gonna do some auditions for, the ones that are gonna be like the ones that I gotta like actually like use as the, how would you say, the leads?
The lead characters, yes.
The lead characters. But I have a video on YouTube of how I did it before. And I basically want to do it a little similar to what I did because that was like the signature of the song. So if you watch that version, Mujeres Sexys, it's on my page.
Hold on. Let's see if hold on. Just a
Is
second.
it gonna be in San Antonio?
San Antonio.
Tallas 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, that's the song. That's the
You
video.
look good there. Look at that. Ooh.
Oh wait, this is just a song.
Yeah, just look up There's one banda and one cumbia.
Oh,
Look for the recent one.
No. We don't do the banda thing.
No, do the one with the TV. There's like an old TV on the video. Do
David
you see
wants to know if he needs to audition. Is it male or female?
Right.
Well, we can throw in some males in there too.
Right?
Check
He's
your
a
local grocery store, by the way.
Do you see like an old TV?
That's what I'm looking for right now, sweetheart.
It's on my YouTube page.
Yeah. Let's
Do you
see
see?
here.
It says, "Oh my God, Barbie, I would break my neck wearing those shoes." See? I don't know how you do it. You're gonna.
I
have
love
to-
it. I prefer those heels over boots, and I
Really?
can dance real good in those heels.
Uh,
I learned to
whatever you
dance
want.
Wait,
first heels.
Barbie. You had on some heels like that when we were doing the last one.
Mhm.
So remember,
Hi, Hilda.
there's certain times that you cannot because
When I've
they're-
had too much to drink, then
no,
I
no,
can.
no, because they're like they hurt your feet. You know.
No. See, Lawrence, this is what you got to understand about heels. Women know this. There are certain heels that are just meant to be pretty and look pretty in, and there's certain heels that you dance in. Those are my dancing heels.
Wow, I can't believe
Oh,
it. I've got to see
okay.
this because I would not be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I am like, wow.
Yeah,
I love those heels.
I
You would look so cute in the video. We have to have you in there.
yeah.
Gotta do
Hilda
a
says hello
Barbie
real
part.
quick.
We will do something. Trust
David-
me. I can do
David
whatever I want.
wants
It's
to
my
audition.
fault.
David wants to audition. Vicky V says, "Put Vicks on your feet and put on some socks." I still have a coffee.
I did do that, and I have socks on. You can't
Did
see.
you
but
rub
I have
an egg
no-
on
Going
yourself?
around.
Did
Like,
you rub an egg on yourself? Hello, everyone. says Hilda.
I know. I need like a limpiada, Vicks,
stop.
tequila, take a shower. I don't know. I
Drink
just need.
some 7-Up. I hear 7-Up cures everything. It cures the
Big
cancer.
7-Up, eggs,
7-Up.
you know.
And a vela, a Virgin Mary vela or something,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
I need all this stuff. I need to get better because I am so tired of being
Babe,
sick.
we need to
I'm
do
like,
the egg tonight.
do it right here on the screen
My
for me.
my fiance's been sick for like a week and a half with the cough. He's coughing right now.
Mine's 3.5 weeks.
Okay, here's the Mujeres Sexy video. Hold on.
Okay, here you go, girls. You got to watch this.
Mujeres, tallas 8, 9, 10. Escúchenme, mujeres.
Barbie.
X1, doble X3. Un señor me dijo que las gorditas no deben bailar, que solo las flaquitas se miran sexy en la popularidad. Y me han
that looks like
dicho,
Las Vegas.
ay, qué bonita te puedes
Las
ver, si solo un poquito la dietita puedes obtener. Y como en Blancanieves al espejo le pregunto, dime mi espejito lindo, no seas malito. Y me miro por aquí y me miro por allá, dime si me veo sexy y me muevo por aquí y me muevo por allá, dime si soy sexy igual. Me dice baila, 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 flaquita o gordita, baila, baila, alta chaparrita, baila, baila, las mujeres son sexy igual. Y cuando me dicen tus pantalones se te van a romper, yo les contesto, en el Swap Meet me compro 3. Y si me dicen esta tortilla no te vayas a comer, yo les digo que hasta chilito y quesito le voy a poner. Y como en Blancanieves al espejo le pregunto, dime mi espejito lindo, no seas malito. Y me miro por aquí y me miro por allá, dime si me veo sexy, me muevo por aquí y me muevo por allá, dime si soy sexy igual. Y me miro por aquí y me miro por allá, me miro tanto que me vuelvo loca y me muevo por aquí y me muevo por allá, las mujeres son sexy igual.
Cute.
Okay,
It's
I
cute.
like it.
So you can get the vision.
Yeah,
It's gonna be in San Antonio. It talks about all women are sexy, and
yeah,
I just want so many different type of women to be represented, and I want them to just strut their stuff. I want this to be a beautiful memory. They're already working on the Tejano version, so it will sound more
Mm.
Tejano. I
Cool.
mean, that song was written in 2003, 2004. That's how old that song is.
Yeah,
But it got me all the way to the networks in Miami. I was on Gordo y La Flaca. It was an amazing experience
yeah,
to be on all those shows. And who knows what the Tejano version will do? You know,
yeah.
it may explode because it's just such a great message.
It is. It's a good message, and it's catchy too. So
Yes, and it's fun. And
yeah,
I'll have a blast.
and fun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Janie
that's
says
what it's all
eggs are
about.
too expensive to be used.
Yeah.
We
What
can't be
can-
wasting them, Janie.
What if you use one of like those Cadbury eggs?
Oh my
Is that
God.
good
The
enough?
Easter eggs, but the Easter eggs are empty.
No, Lawrence.
Okay.
No.
Saludos from Laredo this week. Hi, Rick.
Hi, Rick.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
You know what? When I first saw people that talking about that stuff, I didn't know what was going on. I was like, "Ooh, is that a real thing?" I thought it was a joke,
real
but it's
thing.
like it's a real thing. And
Mhm.
I thought natives were weird because we did weird stuff. My grandfather used to have a cricket in a matchbox, and he would shake the cricket, and by the way he chirped, he could tell you if it was going to rain or not.
Oh,
But that's like a long, that's a native thing. Like
yeah.
we know that it's more likely to rain if sage bushes bloom because they bloom right before a rain, so we'll know it that way.
You know what I was told growing up? If you see cows laying down, it was going to rain. I don't know. I don't know.
That's different. Native Americans, when they first saw horses, they thought they were giant dogs. Yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah, because they horses did not exist in here on the continent until the Spanish brought them over.
You need to teach me more, Lawrence, on a side show or whatever. I need to
You're
learn
just
some
an
more.
encyclopedia.
Yeah, no, more about his culture because I just started watching Tombstone. I'm not Tombstone. Yellowstone, right?
Yellowstone. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm learning more. I don't know how true it is, but I'm learning more about your culture. And I was like, man, I really need to talk to Lawrence about this.
That is awesome to get those shows. Congratulations, says JD. Yeah.
Thank you, baby. Yes,
History.
it was an amazing experience.
Mhm.
The thing about history is it's kind of relative. Like I've had people really I've had some really mean people say, well, the natives, they got really, how smart were they? They got beat up by the Europeans. And I was like, actually, it's their mentalities were different. If you really if you study at where they were when they first met, Native Americans were far more advanced in the social realm as far as how everybody was treated, and they were far more advanced in math. They were far more advanced in uh, uh, in taking care of the planet because that was their focus. Their
Yeah.
focus was unity. Their focus was protecting each other and taking care of each other.
Mhm.
But the European, that wasn't their focus. If you really think about it, the European, their main focus was on two things: conquering land and
Mhm.
war. That's
Mhm.
why they were so good at it, because
Yep.
that's all their education was. That's all they concentrated on. They were constantly fighting with each other. Did you know that the Europeans didn't even start farming? They didn't even start agriculture until the Moors invaded Europe. The Moors
Mhm.
were the ones that introduced agriculture to the Europeans because they didn't know. Oh, you mean I could plant seeds?
Right. And grow
How
food. Yeah.
crazy is that?
Yeah.
But it's a very true story. So there you go, guys. Lesson of the day. Yay!
That's awesome.
My body tells me when it's going to rain, it starts hurting a lot.
Oh yes, Janie, I'm right there with you.
Me
Right
too.
there with you. Yep. I was gonna say something earlier to that effect about like He's hurting. And I was like, no, we're gonna keep it PG on here. So
Yeah, I love listening to Lawrence and you. I learned so much. Thank you so very much. I, that could be a good thing or a bad thing because I've actually been accused of why would you learn so much useless knowledge? And I was like, it's not useless. Knowledge is knowledge. So
Knowledge is power.
knowledge is power. There you go. Why don't we go ahead and take another listen to one of your songs since we already heard three of them that are pretty good. But Sueño is a good song too, and
Thank you.
I like the video too. So I have it here.
Oh, thank you.
So I wanted to check it out and show a little bit of who my good friend Veronica is, and we'll talk some more a little bit on the other side about where we can get a hold of you and all that other stuff. Okay.
Okay.
This is Sueño from Veronica La Consentida. That is Veronica. That way. Wait. That way. I don't want to use this hand because I still have this stupid thing from the hospital.
I'll be an extension of your hand. Like put your hand at the end and then there you go.
Yeah, there you go,
I
Veronica.
like that.
And that is the Barbie chick. And I'm just Indio right here on the way. Thank you.
Sueño de tus besos, mis deseos se vuelven realidad. Sueño del amor que me das por una eternidad. Sueño que me quieres con corazón y mucha emoción. Sueño no más de tu amor que no me va a dejar. Cada mañana al despertar, te juro que no hay nadie más. Sueño del amor que me das una vez más. Por las querencias que me das, te quiero mucho más, mi amor. Sigo soñando por ti con gran emoción. Sueño que me quieres con corazón y mucha emoción. Sueño no más de tu amor que no me va a dejar. Cada mañana al despertar, te juro que no hay nadie más. Sueño del amor que me das una vez más. Por las querencias que me das, te quiero mucho más, mi amor. Sigo soñando por ti con gran emoción. Sigo soñando por ti con gran emoción.
I really like that song, girlfriend.
I gotta tell you, the DJ at the end is a DJ that I met on TikTok,
Uh-huh.
and he was drinking, and he was listening to my song and dancing all by himself. So I recorded it off my screen, and I put it on there. He had no idea I was gonna put that at the end of the video. And he didn't realize how drunk he was. He's like, I was doing all this like by myself. I'm like, yeah. it just was really funny. And I love doing that because I have a lot of supporters on TikTok that play me all day long. And I just record them sometimes when they're talking about me or whatever. And I love to throw it in there, you know. They have no idea that I'm putting
That's
them on blast, you know.
right. Norma Salazar, how are you doing, sweetheart? She says,
Hi
hello.
Norma.
Hello,
Hi.
Veronica. Hello, Barbie. She's
Hi.
just, it's so good. I'm glad to see that George is feeling better, Norma. And please
Yeah.
send him our love. And, we're glad that he is doing so much better than he was before. David Vela says, a great song. I enjoyed the boxing song. Yes. The boxing song was one of your first ones, right? That you
That
started.
was actually my first release with Joe Cortez, the boxing referee.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
And I haven't even I have to reach out to him to tell him how well that video did because of him, I mean, he's so famous in the boxing world. And
Hmm.
I just think it was an honor to have him in the video. A lot of people didn't understand, like, why do you have a boxing video for Tejano? But I wanted to make a memory with Joe Cortez, you
Yeah,
know?
I mean, we have great people all around us, and it brings to light, like some of these award shows, they have nominees on there that I've never heard of, and it affords me the opportunity to reach out and listen to them. you know i I see it as an opportunity to say, well, why haven't I heard this person before, and what is their music and stuff like that. And I want to say something real quick. I'll take a little bit of steal a little bit of your time here, Veronica. If you are a new artist, you really do need to get your ISRC code. I've run into
Mhm.
this thing with an artist earlier this week that didn't have ISRC codes and didn't realize the value that they are.
Oh, I
And
do have them. Did they not send them to you?
no, 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 no. I'm not talking about you, sweetheart. It was a
Oh,
different.
okay.
It
Okay,
was
I
a
was
different.
like, I'm sorry.
No, no, no. It was a different artist,
Oh, okay.
and she was a new artist. She was a new artist that's starting out, and she didn't understand it. And you know, you are welcome to reach out to me and ask me any question. I will be happy to help you, um, and steer you in the right direction. I do not. I do not harbor any ill intent of any kind. I'm just a guy that wants to help out. So just tell me if you need some help, because you need to protect yourself, especially in this industry.
Yes.
There's the margin of profit is very small. It's very slender. So the best thing for you to do is take care of yourself. So with that being said, I just wanted to make sure that y'all understand that it's not it's not for me. It's for you. I
And
asked for
yeah, I would like to say something too. I'm sorry to interrupt you because I just got the thought, but I actually do that here in Las Vegas for my clients. I do the whole copywriting and register with BMI and RASCAP. I do all the stuff that you do. And I'm so glad to see that someone is there to do the things that need to be done for these artists because they don't understand
Mhm.
how this all functions. How do you get paid? How do you get royalties? How does a radio know who to pay? I mean, they don't know any of this. So you are the go-to person there. And I'd like to say that because you know all of this. I heard you talking one time. I'm like, oh my gosh, he's saying exactly the information that I know here in Vegas. So you are the go-to person. And I hope people do take advantage of that because what happens, they make all these mistakes and then you have to unravel it all. You know what I mean? And they make a lot of mistakes because they don't know what they're doing and they don't ask. Um, Writers need people that can direct them. They don't know how to make money off their writings, all their songs. They have no clue. But you know the information. So everybody listening that's over there, um, call him. You're offering to help, and that's amazing. Because people don't have the information and they make so many mistakes.
Yeah, it's ignorance is not bliss in this situation. The more you know, the better it is. And
Yes.
I am here just to help and try to try to better the industry and make sure that y'all get your royalties and get paid. That's why I have my licenses. That's why I pay for my licenses. That's why I do the things that I do in order to ensure that we get uh, uh, we have the respect that we deserve. You know, Barbie and I, we don't tell people what to hear. We like good music, and that's it. You know, we believe that good music needs to be heard,
Mhm.
and that's what we go by. You know, and it's not for us to decide. It's for the people to decide. And you know, how many times, Barbie, have you come across the band and you're like, hey Lawrence, man, this band, you know, we gotta talk to these guys, or you know what, I'm gonna bring them on the show. And also, we don't disagree. We just need to we just run out of time. We have a lot. We're booked until, you know, like January, June, you know, so sometimes we can't make it. But it's not out of spite. It's because we just have a lot of people, and
Yeah.
but we want to
Between
help.
him and I, we go to these different places and we meet all these different people, these artists, and we're excited to bring them on and welcome them on. I can remember one that I saw here in Houston that I got invited by another promoter to, hey, come check them out, come check them out. So when I did, they literally made me stop in my tracks. I was like, oh my God, they sing so well. And then eventually we ended up getting them on the podcast, and now they are just booming. So it's awesome to see.
Yeah, and that's what we want to be. We want to be a conduit for people to
Hmm.
move forward and to help. We don't want to impede any progress. We want to help your progress. Jenny was asking, was that TDK on the dance floor in that music video? I saw
Yes.
Hoya was in there. Hoya
Yeah,
was
he
in
was in there. Yeah.
there.
He's
Excuse me.
always in every dancing video, I
I wonder
swear. Now, I might be a hater with TDK. I'm just saying.
Because he doesn't
he
dance.
loves Mujeres Sexys. He always requests that song for me to
Mhm.
sing it or to play it. So I'm guaranteeing he's gonna be there for that video shoot. I just know it. I know it.
Yeah, and TDK, I love him to death. TDK, where you at, brother? Because I
I
miss you.
know. I haven't seen him.
I miss you, bro. Norma says, "Thank you very much. Yeah, the love is there, and hopefully, you know, George will just keep getting better and better. We're praying for him every day."
Yes.
Jamie says, "You are an amazing person, Indio. Thank you so
Aw,
very much, sweetheart. I don't deserve your accolades, but I'll
yes,
accept
you
them.
do.
But I'm just some guy from Vancouver,
No, you're
Texas.
not.
Nobody special. I'm just a regular Joe." David says, "Great interview. I'm out of town filming. I was on break. Thank you for the shout out. Thank you very much, Dave. We need to get you on the show so we can talk about what it is
Yes.
that you're doing, brother.
Yeah, that'd
So
be cool.
give me a PM, or I'll PM you, so that way we can talk about when you are available, so that we can get your story. Because hey, man, congratulations, bro. With the way, anybody that brings on the guac and shows that, you know, they can do the thing, you know, because everybody thinks that it's so far out and everything else. And I've never been one person to sit there and say I wish I did. I've always been a person that just did it. I
Mm.
never let people tell me, you know, whether I can or cannot. I just do it for the sake of doing it. Because I mean, why let other people tell me what to do? And you know, the second you tell yourself no, that's the second you fail. So
Yeah, I
I'm
did
not.
a commercial. I was all happy about that. I was like,
Yes,
oh,
you
look.
did.
Oh,
Yes, you did.
good.
Hmm. Sunshine, hey, how's it going, sweetheart? Primo, how are you? That's my cousin. I saw your sister earlier today at the hospital. What's up, Indio? B Borrado, thank you so very much, brother. Yeah,
Hello.
he was trying to get a hold of me, but I was still in the hospital at the time, and I was like, ah. So, hey, B, can you figure out how to take this thing off of me? I can't find my scissors. I don't want to use a knife because I'm afraid I'm going to stab myself. You know.
You have to use your teeth. Just use
Uh,
your teeth.
all right, just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll pull my dentures out. I don't have teeth. That's one of the weirdest things that they ask you. They're like, "Do you have dentures?" And I was like, "Why do you? I'm having surgery. What do my dentures having? What dentures have? I don't have dentures, but why would that?"
I know.
They
Why would it
might,
matter?
they might want them to take you. They might want you to take them out.
Mm,
That's weird.
I don't know. Well, it's just weird to me. You know, it's just like, why ask that question? I mean, I don't know. I don't understand the relevance. I think that's what I'm asking. So it is
Mhm.
what it is. It doesn't.
It is. It is
It,
what
it,
it is. I
it
say that all
is.
the time.
It is what it is, and it'll go that way. Hey, I have to cut this short because I'm really starting to feel the effects of the medication.
Okay.
So we're fine. We're in La Misa with Tia B. Hey, Tia B, how are you doing? She's one of my aunts, my sisters, my mom's sisters. So
Aw.
that's really cool. Hey, before we move on to the next chapter, I just want to remind everybody that if you want to get a hold of Veronica or get some more information from her, guess what?
Wow.
Go to Veronica's website right there.
Can
It's
I have that?
veronica.com. There you go. You can just click on that QR code and it'll take you straight to her website because that's how I do it. Right? Barbie chick.
Yes.
There you go. And so, with that being said, we're just going to step out. It's just going to be you, so that way you can say your thank yous, your shout outs, and remind people where to go or where you're going to be performing next and everything else. Okay, Veronica?
Okay.
Go
You're
ahead.
leaving? Oh,
No, no, I'm
okay.
not leaving. We're just stepping out for a little bit so that way we give you time to go ahead and say what you want to say.
Okay. Well, you guys can contact me on any of my social media platforms. Veronica La Consentida, Veronica La Consentida on TikTok, on everything. You can find my music on all social media downloading platforms too. My first albums are under Veronica Lopez, and the rest of them are under Veronica La Consentida. This album, the Tejano special album, is called Mi Sueño, and you can find that one also on any digital download, Amazon, iTunes, all that. But yes, you can contact me by going to my website. All my contact information is there. And you can always write to me. I try to write back when I have time because I'm running around doing all kinds of things. But I have a lot of Facebooks. If you find me there, I will write back to you. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Awesome sauce. There you go.
Thank
And
you
that
so much. Thank
that
you.
that is
Thank you. Thank you and thank you.
yeah, and that is her website, so that way you can go ahead and be there. Yes, Norma says that take care of yourself, NDO. Yes, I will. I've been sick for a couple of days. For those of y'all that don't know, I've been sick in and out, and so this is something that we had to go ahead and take care of today. But I am okay. Don't worry about me. I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn as an ox, and I'll be okay. So you don't have to worry about me. Um, but thank you so very much for all your thoughts and prayers. I really do appreciate you guys. Barbie, do we have anything coming up this weekend, sweetheart?
We have David Lee Garza performing on Saturday here in Pasadena, so I will be attending that. I don't think I have anything else that I'm attending, just that one this Saturday.
This Saturday. So be checking it out. And how about what's your next? When can we see you next,
I'm
Veronica?
actually going to go back down there at the end of April, probably April 24th. I have something pending, but I'm just going to be down there just because I never get an opportunity to just enjoy San Antonio and the
Mm.
sights. And I
Mhm.
know Fiesta's coming, and I just want to enjoy myself. Like maybe hit the studio a few times, but that's it. Not really plan too much.
Mhm.
Uh, I just want to like sulk in it. Like the album's done. I want to walk around.
Yeah. No, no,
Walk
no.
earlier in the day for Fiesta, please.
Okay.
Yeah, no. It's a good thing. If you do go to Fiesta, just make sure that you go to the website because they have some new security measures that they've implemented as far
Oh,
as what you have
That's
to.
why I said that.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So they're only allowing certain things, and other things that they used to allow aren't allowed anymore. I don't want to sit there and say what they are because I don't remember. I do know that
Okay.
there are certain things that are allowed and certain things that are not allowed. And for all of y'all, thank you so very much for reaching out and everything else. And thank you for y'all for joining us today. Veronica, thank you so very much, sweetheart. I'm sorry it took so long for us to get
Thank
together.
you. I
We
didn't
don't have
even
all
know that
the
you did.
time.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you did this, but at the same time, I want you to take good care of yourself.
Oh yeah. I wasn't
Just
gonna let you down, sweetheart. I wasn't gonna let you
thank
down.
you. I
Yeah.
mean, I saw you at Fanfare, and I was like
Mhm.
having so much fun with you there on the mic. You know,
Yeah.
we
It
always
was
have a great time.
it's fun. And then at the Tejano Music Awards when we were waiting
Yes.
for the limo,
Yeah.
it was wonderful. Um,
Yeah.
but
I
yeah,
appreciate
we
you.
I take it for granted that well, Barbie knows. She's like, hey, we need to put this band on, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I don't. If she doesn't remind me, I forget things, and so that's why she is so special. Show off promotions, be checking it out, and then another thing also, the make sure that you take care of yourselves, guys. Um, all right, well, I'm gonna leave you with Porque Sigues. This is tell me a little bit about the song, sweetheart.
That one's written by another one of the Villarreal brothers. I recorded it with Javier Villarreal and Pachito as well. Amazing musicians, and it's just this is one of my favorite songs that I did. It was a song that he wrote, and I kind of took it and made it mine, and he loved the way I did it. So, but before we go, thank you, Barbie. I mean, I don't get to see you a lot, but I really want to see you in your outfit and in your heels for the video shoot. Okay.
Okay, when are we thinking? Because I always have to plan like 3 months ahead.
Okay,
That-
I'm
She
thinking.
is
I'm
a planner.
thinking
She's a very good.
April, Mayish, sometime in May. I think I'm gonna make sure that. But I will do like an audition day just so everybody can get together, so I see how many women I have and the actors and stuff, and then after that we'll set the date for the actual shoot.
yeah, I know in May I'll be in Dallas for a weekend. So yeah.
Okay. Well, keep in touch with me and let me know
Okay.
like what weekends, and I'll try to work around it because I think you look so cute in those heels.
Oh, honey.
She looks terrific. You should see some of our what was it? The Hana Mundial.
The
She wore
honeymoon.
that
Yeah.
beautiful dress. Oh my gosh, she looked amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Aw.
it's the one where I'm standing on my microphone chest interviewing Ruby Ann, because Ruby Ann was wearing platform stiletto heels. She was so tall. She's already tall. She was way taller than me, so I had to stand on my chest so that way I could see her eye to eye. It's
Yep.
yes.
Yes,
Well,
but I'll
guys,
keep you informed, and I'll let you know, Indio, too, just so we all
definitely.
know that you can let people know,
Yes,
that
most
we're going to
most
do that.
definitely.
Yeah.
And thank you so very much for coming on, sweetheart.
Thank
And
you. Thank you. Big hugs. Big
Yeah.
hugs.
this is
I
your
can't hug, so
this, this is your house, sweetheart. And whenever you
thank
want to
you.
come back, just let me know, and we'll make space for you for sure. Each
Thank
and
you.
every one of you guys, thank you so very much for being here. I want to say that if today was a bad day, if you did not have a good day today, just remember, every day planes take off against the wind. You matter. You are loved. Be human to each other, and we'll see y'all next time. This is Porque Sigues from Veronica La Consentida. That is Veronica.
Yeah,
That is the Barbie chick.
that's
I'm in
Barbie.
right
And
here.
this is
Right.
Indio.
See you.
Bye.